Lots to do. We are going to wait to get into the Pete Thamel article. I swear Pete was listening to our show yesterday, but he's got a Harbaugh piece, and it's something I've talked about a couple times before Rico came aboard, and now it's becoming a bigger issue, this Harbaugh mysterious contract situation. I'll lay out kind of some context for you, how it relates to other coaches. I'm going to ask you what's going on, if anything, and then I'm going to put a choice to you. But we'll do it at 3. I don't want to start that way. What I do want to start with, Rico, is what I deem to be arguably the greatest disrespect I've seen on a field of play.
Oh, my God.
I don't know that I've ever seen anything like it. Derrick Henry, it's not even a stiff arm. Like he launched Josh Norman into another dimension. You saw Josh Norman's soul leave his body. If I were Josh Norman, I'd retire today. I would quietly walk away from the game with no press release.
Yep.
I would actually hire a body double to continue showing up at Bill's practice to make people think I didn't retire. Derrick Henry ended his life in that Titans game last night, and I just wanted to see and I haven't seen something like that since Vince Carter impregnated Frederick Weiss's skull about 20 years ago.
Oh,
if you don't know, Kenny probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. You need to Google, Vince Carter Olympics and how Frederick Weiss ended up with a baby.
Yeah, all 7 foot tall. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was
it ended his career.
6 foot player, right?
It ended his career.
Wow. Mike, I'm with you. That stiff arm.
Oh, mama.
I mean, we've seen it before. I mean, in the when they played MSU and what he did to Shalik Calhoun, that was nothing. This was video game-esque. This was, just goodbye. And it's Josh Norman, an all-pro player. This isn't some scrub at the bottom of the 53-man roster who had the unfortunate task to try to tackle him.
He's a scrub now, but I get your point. He's a name brand.
Right. And no, I would go, I like that one. See, I immediately thought of when Bo Jackson ended Brian Bosworth's career and just said, the Boz, goodbye. You're no longer fit to be on the same field as me. And and at that time, Boz was a name brand playing out in Seattle. Bo just leveled him, ran over him, and I think that was the play he also ran out the tunnel. Like he scored and just kept going through the tunnel.
And then you wake up 30 years later and you're the sheriff of Fansville.
You told me that, and I did not realize that was Brian Bosworth.
The bottom line.
He just said, I'm an actor now. I'm no longer. He did what you said, Mike. Bosworth just quit. Said, I'm done.
Right, but here's the thing. It wasn't nearly as violent as last night. He did. He broke through a tackle on Bosworth. Bosworth basically was like a child trying to get on his dad's shoulders, and he's like, ooh, and he goes flying. What Derrick Henry did last night is he squared another man up and didn't just stiff arm him away or push him down. He took him and threw his entire existence 10 feet. I've never seen it. Now, here's where I need the people on this. Rico and I have a couple what is that? You can call it an oh bleep moment. You can call it straight up disrespect on the field of play or on the ice. Give me a moment that rivals what Derrick Henry did to Josh Norman last night. Now, I'm sure Evan has it up at 971theticket.com, along with the Doug Karsh cutout, though it might be hard to find. I want to know from you guys, where do you rank last night what Derrick Henry did to Josh Norman? If you haven't seen it, take 10 seconds and watch it. But I think it is the closest thing I've seen to what Vince Carter did to Frederick Weiss. You don't do that on a football field. You may break a tackle. You may destroy somebody as a defender. You don't do that. Like Rico, getting hit or getting jacked up, as they used to have the segment, that's part of the game. Do we agree on that?
Yeah.
That's the game. What Derrick Henry did last night, that isn't the game. It doesn't happen. That was straight up, you are a child, get away from me. Doesn't happen. I've seen Derrick Henry stiff-arm guys. I've seen Leonard Fournette kind of push a guy to the ground. That's all fine. Getting hurdled, fine. Juked, Like we saw Kyler Murray basically blow out Okuda's grocery bag in week 3.
Yeah.
You see some things. You don't see that. So I want to know where people are at on this. Give me the all disrespect moments that you can come up with. 248-539-9797. For right now, I'm still going Frederick Weiss number 1, Vinsanity.
Mike,
I'm putting
I got
Derrick
one.
Henry number 2. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
I got one, and this is, as you'll say, oh, that's back in the day. This is definitely before your time. Mike, I don't think you were born yet. Earl Campbell, when he lowered his head, and I don't even know what this play would be today, but he was running, and the linebacker's name was Isaiah Robertson, and he was an all-pro once again. Earl Campbell lowered his head, Mike, became a battering ram, stuck it right in the man's chest, and walked right over him. Kept going. On the same play, I think they tore away his jersey, and by the time he got to the end zone, he's just in shells and a T-shirt.
Uh-oh. I'm getting submissions from the inner circle. Let me offer you this. And this is another one. And Evan, I know you're listening because you're one of the people texting me. This was submitted by an NBA aficionado, and he's right. Give me some Shaquille O'Neal tombstoning Chris Dudley into the stanchion, and Chris Dudley ends up throwing the basketball at Shaquille O'Neal as Shaq not only dunks it, but then he torques his hips and thrusts into Chris Dudley's face. Okay, we're going to enter that one. That's right up there with Derrick Henry and Vice. The other one that is a big submission. This comes by way of Evan Jenkins. Allen Iverson.
Yep.
Ty Lue.
Yep.
In the finals. And I am going to walk over your dead body. In fact, I'm going to step on you. Not in a malicious Ndamukong Suh way, but in a I don't feel like lifting my leg over you because you're not a good enough player way.
Right. Are you still here?
Are you still? I thought I vaporized you. You're here?
Right. Oh, okay. Hey, how'd you like that shot? Let me just step right over you to get back to playing ball. Yeah, I was just about to say the Allen Iverson when he stepped over Tyronn Lue. Yeah. I'm watching this highlight again right now. Man, this was just, and there's Norman Soul leaving his body as his wings sprout on him as he floats away to heaven. Yeah, that was
Pull up
bad.
Chris Dudley. I mean,
oh, no, I remember that.
Shaq, that was a thrust like he was trying to have a kid. I mean, he was, if you're a fan of the league, I mean, that was in the vinegar strokes. I mean, that was just like Chris Dudley's dead or pregnant or both.
Yep, that's
So
in the
look,
all-time disrespect moments. Absolutely.
I want them, and I know my hockey people have one or two, but it's got to be something we can find. Don't call up and be like, I remember on a Tuesday night against Columbus at the Joe. No, it's got to be something the world knows.
Dude,
if I tell you right now on lunch break, go look up Shaq Chris Dudley, you will find it. So it must be noteworthy. Well, I remember when Willie Horton said, I'm going to hit a double.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you want, YouTube the Earl Campbell headbutt, and you'll see. That was...
Oh, where he knocks the jersey off.
No, he just... he's running. The guy thinks he's about to tackle him. He just lowers his head, separates his head from his shoulders, keeps going, and then they tear his jersey off at the end. He couldn't be stopped. It was like, wow. I mean,
and it was with the tearaway jerseys,
yes.
And he was basically running down the field like the Old Spice dude with no shirt and tight white pants.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, the guy he's like, okay, I got you, Earl. You're coming right at me. Nope. And Earl just ran right over him. YouTube that.
And it was the equivalent of like taking a punch in the chest from Tyson. He literally tried to blow up the dude's sternum. And instead, it hit him with such force, I'm pretty sure that guy ended up naked. It was just a total. So listen, I wanted to start light with it. Last night's game was a bit of a dud. Nice to see Josh Allen come back to earth so I can stop hearing about how great he is. But Derrick Henry, it ain't a stiff arm. If you're a wrestling fan, that's something you would see on SummerSlam. He threw him out of the ring. It was tremendous. The all disrespect plays. We go over the best hits you got coming up next. Look, a lot of people want to lose a few lbs. Tony Ortiz did. He lost 50 pounds with Ideal U Health Centers. Now, a lot of people want to do it, but they don't want to take 6 months. They don't want to take a year. They want results like Tony got. All right, well, check out Ideal U Health Center. It's the best I can tell you. You lose up to 40 pounds in 40 days. Consultation's normally a $100 bill. But if you're a ticket listener, straight up, you book today, you get it for free. IdealU.us. They'll teach you how to change your habits, take you on the road that Tony traveled, and get you results. Consultation's normally $100, but you listen to the ticket. You're a smart human being. You book one today, you book one for free. Results may vary based on physical health and adherence to program. No weight loss guarantees provided or implied.